Hey everyone, welcome to Handzel Travel. We are travelers Masha and Filip. In this video we are going to show you our entire 5-day road trip around Iceland and tell you about all the must-see spots. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can travel the world with us. We start our journey at Reykjavik airport, where we immediately rented a car fully equipped for camping. On the way we stopped at a store to grab supplies for the few days. Our first attraction was Seljalandsfoss waterfall. It was super windy, so the waterfall almost disappeared with water flying everywhere. Next, we headed to another waterfall, Skogafoss. Along the way we found a beautiful house growing right out of the ground. Despite the wind, the waterfall looked stunning. By the end of the day we reached Vik and were greeted by beautiful Icelandic horses. We also stopped by a store, but the prices really shocked us. We spent the night at our first and favorite campsite, which had an amazing view. I will leave a full video of our first day in the description, where I can also talk about campsite and parking prices. Later that night, or rather early morning, since Iceland has white nights, we went to see the famous church in Vik. From there you get a stunning view of a black sand beach. The next day we headed toward a glacier. Seeing a glacier in person is incredible, but it's also sad to watch how fast they are melting. Seals were swimming between a huge glaciers. They are so cute. We recommend visiting this glacier because the one closer to Reykjavik is covered in black ash. We also tried some interesting Icelandic dried fish snacks. They taste kind of like dry bread. Then we headed back to Vik. And here is the famous black sand beach with basalt rock formations. It looks like a movie set, such an amazing place. We recommend going early in the morning because it gets really crowded later. Now we are entering the so-called Golden Circle, Icelandic's most popular and accessible attractions. On the way we passed by the waterfall we saw on the first day. This time there was no wind and you could even walk behind the waterfall. Next is the famous geyser. It's incredible to see a jet of water shoot out of the ground like that. Of course, it smelled like rotten eggs and there were a lot of people, but the entrance is free, so we definitely recommend these attractions. Then there is our favorite waterfall, Gullfoss. It's huge, cascading with a canyon. After a long day, we went to hot springs. That was the best idea ever. We think we found the most beautiful natural hot springs in Iceland. They are quite natural and have a limited number of people at a time. The next day was full of adventures. We headed into the interior. We drove on off-road tracks for about an hour until we hit snow on the road. So we left the car by the side and set out on foot to see Icelandic's most beautiful spot, Kelingarfjöll. Just look at those colors and steaming geysers. From the mountains, we went to check out an Instagram famous spot that turned out to be not as spectacular as we thought. This is the Grundarfjörður mountain. We stopped for a picnic and enjoying the surrounding mountains. Then we drove through the charming town of Ólafsvík. Finally, we arrived at the sweetest locals in Iceland, the seals on the beach. Afterwards, we warmed up in the steam near Kraula Spa. The steam was really hot, like a boiling kettle. After 5 days exploring Iceland, we returned to Reykjavik. We checked into a city campsite. We had a coffee at a beautiful greenhouse cafe. I will leave a link to our Reykjavik video where we share everything about the city in the video description. We walked through charming streets, bought souvenirs, visited a 3 contemporary art museum, and even caught a performance. Iceland is so diverse and beautiful that it can't fit in just one video. So see you in the next week in the next episode. Goodbye!